Friends, the American Bar Association, which was founded in 1878, they have written a letter expressing concern over the detention of Safoor Zargar, who is a student of Jamia Millia University, New Delhi. I am sure you know that the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, of course, it was liked by some people and disliked by some people, particularly the Jamia Millia University students. They took out processions, they took out rallies, and they had made so much of course, the police entered the university and they made so much of thing, a lot of commotion was there. You know what happened. So in this connection, cases were registered against the students. One of such students she is a PhD research student, is Safoor Zargar. So she was arrested on April 10th of this year and she was sent to judicial custody as an FIR was registered against her because she came onto the roads holding protests against the UAP, that is a Citizenship CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act. The protests were there. They have actually led to the tension and police interfered. The police have to resort to lathi charge. In Delhi, it happened, lot of commotion was there. So, since she was figured as one of the key persons who came onto the roads against the so-called Citizenship Amendment Act, so she was arrested under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, UAPA. So this is an act of 1967. So now they have linked the conspiracy theory behind the Delhi riots. Actually, she was basically arrested on April 10th. So after 10th, April 10th, you may be knowing, this corona pandemic and all these things were there. So when she was arrested, so they filed a bail petition before the local magistrate. Of course, local magistrate taking into because she was pregnant, taking into consideration of her health condition, and she also stated that she has got some polycystic syndrome of the ovary, and she may get the so-called blood pressure. Taking this all into consideration, the magistrate granted bail to her under 437 CRPC. But once again, immediately she was taken into custody under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, alleging conspiracy against her. So once a conspiracy is there, she was detained. Now she cannot come out on bail. Very recently, even though a bail petition was filed against on her behalf, the Patiala court refused bail to her. Now it has caused concern even in the international circles. So the American Bar Association, which was founded in the year 1878, which is a voluntary association of the advocates. So definitely they have commented, they have sent their preliminary report stating that the pre-trial detention of Safoor Zargar does not meet the standards of the international law, because India is a member of so many international treaties, and international law also applies to the government of India, particularly the ICCPR, International Convention on the Civil and Political Rights. According to the ICCPR, the pre-trial bail should be the first thing and jail only the second thing. That means the ICCPR says it should not be the general rule that the persons awaiting the trial shall be detained in custody. Yes, they have got every right to go on bail and defend their case. But here, being a woman, that to a pregnant lady, she was in jail. So this is causing much concern against so many international associations also. Of course, now once the court has not given bail, of course, the government also, the state also represented that she is having conspiracy. Once she comes out, she will try to meddle with the case, or she will try to gain over the witnesses. All these things might happen there. Anyway, since it has been taken to the notice of international level, so normally what they say is the pre-trial detention does not meet the standards of the international law and also do not meet the international treaties to which India is a party. So please remember, this is regarding the human rights. Definitely America is a land of human rights, land of litigation. Definitely they try to interfere, please. So international treaties and law permit pre-trial detention under only exceptional or narrow circumstances, but here they do not appear to have been met in Safoor Zargar case. So, and even they have commented about the FIR also. The FIR is lacking evidence because her name was not found basically in the FIR, and she was lugged into basing on the 161 statements of the other witnesses. So basically the FIR does not mention her name. So the international or the American bar says the detention must be in exceptional circumstances only, and that too they have cited the Bangkok rules, that is woman regarding the woman Bangkok rules, international law they say. So another problem is she is now in Tihar jail. Tihar jail is already over congested, and the superintendent of Tihar jail is found corona positive. Under these circumstances, she may be affected with corona also. Even the Supreme Court of India, Honorable Supreme Court of India, has given guidelines to release persons or to decongest the prisons with the so-called. But because it is a case of conspiracy, the more than 10 years, more than 7 years, we can't help. She has to be in the jail. So anyway, every case depends on the facts and circumstances. It is actually purely the discretion of the judge whether to grant bail or not. So we cannot, of course, we have our sympathies, but the court will see only the facts of the case and the evidential part. Whether she is a woman, whether she is a pregnant lady, all these things normally the court may or may not take into consideration. The best example is Professor Sai Baba case. Professor Sai Baba, even though he is physically challenged, he was held in Nagpur jail for so many years, and so far he was not given bail. He was a professor in the University of Delhi. Of course, he is physically challenged, and even he cannot go to the lavatory by himself. Somebody should take him. Even under the circumstances, the court did not grant him bail. So physical disability or conditions of health may account to some certain portion, but it may not. It is not all things. When once you see that a pregnant lady, she cannot be released on bail. This is the court version. Anyway, since you have come to the international level, better you understand the case. So normally there are so many pros and cons of the Citizenship Amendment Act. Of course, because of the COVID-19, we forgot about the amendment. At that time, so many students, particularly Jamia Millia University people, they came out of they created ruckus, and the police had to enter, they have to lathi charge, and so many things have happened. Anyway, all of you know all these things. Anyway, in the view of the American Bar Association, the detention or pre-trial detention of Safoor Zargar is against to the international law. That is what their intention, because it will be discussed in the Parliament of Congress, the work of the America, United States of America, may be taken to the international court also. Better to be careful, because such incidents, please pay attention to such incidents, because one day or other they may be taken to the international court, and then you have to read these cases. So better you study the incident of Safoor Zargar and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you.